There is no terrible way to win. There is only winning.
Let me drive. I will make a fool out of you.
Every one of us has to find a reason to do this. You do it because you're driven.
I was beginning to think I'd never be anything more than a piston-happy, lead-foot punk. Then this starts to happen.
Somebody put it in your mind you gotta be perfect every time out or you're a failure. Well, forget that. Just forget it.
You ready to put away your toys and grow up? Are you ready to make more money in 1 year than your father made in his whole life? Are you ready to become a real race car driver?
When I won it was probably the last time I ever felt pure victory.
Because I'm quicker than all of you.
And if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver.
But hell, isn't that what we're in this for? To stare death in the face and to cheat it? Come on, there's nobility in that. It's like being knights.
No pressure, nobody breathing down my back, just driving because I left it pure.
A lot of people go through life doing things badly. Racing's important to men who do it well. When you're racing, it's life. Anything that happens before or after, it's just waiting.
I just hope when you do, that I'm there to see it.
Racing. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Win or lose, put up a show.
Fine. Then let's race.
Hi, I'm Tom Ingram and you're listening to Downforce Radio.
Hi, I'm Jacques Villeneuve, you're listening to Downforce Radio.
Hi, I'm Bruno Senna, you're listening to Downforce Radio.
Hi, I'm Chris Hoy and you're listening to Downforce Radio.
Hi, I'm Landon Norris and you're listening to Downforce Radio.
You're listening to Race Day Live on Downforce UK, brought to you by Clapham North MOT, Motorsport Days Live, Stopwatch Hospitality and Trade Price Cars.
Hello and welcome everybody. It is the 2019 Motorsport UK British Kart Championships and we are here at Fulbeck in Lincolnshire. It is going to be an absolutely sensational afternoon's motor racing as the TKM, Junior and Extreme categories, Honda Cadet and KZ2 Championships continue their 2019 Motorsport UK journey. Jake Sanson here as we get ourselves ready for the action. We are trackside and we are also live around the world on Downforce Radio. If you haven't already got access to it in your trackside, then download the application Spreaker. It's free to download to your smartphones and tablets and you can just search for Motorsport UK. You'll catch all the action all the way through the season. KZ2 is up first and it's been a pretty exciting battle to get up to this point, and the KZ2 drivers are obviously ready for the fast and furious action around this Fulbeck circuit. What a history this place has. In 2019 it is entering its 7th decade. It has been here literally since 1959 and it has almost as much history as the sport of kart racing itself. This genuinely is a proper coliseum of motorsport tradition and we're going to see some absolutely spectacular race action here as we have done several times in the past and are obviously set to do again as the weekends continue to progress. But we will see some truly spectacular racing around this very exciting 930 metre circuit as the drivers are battling away for supremacy. The fans are ready and the heat is very high indeed. 22 degrees air temperature, add another 12 or 13 degrees to that and you'll get a track temperature of about 35, 36 degrees Celsius. That will mean that obviously keeping the tyres and brakes up to temperature is going to be very, very tough indeed in the opening phase of races. So they're obviously going to be working extremely hard to get themselves up to the front end. Dan Kelly, the number one, is going to be starting the first of our finals from pole position, and it's obviously going to be a very tough one for him from the front of the grid. Alongside him will be Adam Glier, who is the default championship leader after the absence of the current the British championship leader, Fabien Federer, who was there last time out at Rissington. But now they are here at Fulbeck, and we're going to have a really exciting run. The drivers are on their rolling laps, so now we're really going to get to see what the action is going to be like. Listen to that glorious noise as the drivers head out on circuit for the start of racing. That is music to the ears as the drivers from KZ2 head out onto the circuit. It is truly going to be a spectacular pair of finals as the competitors are basically making their way around the circuit now to get heat into the tyres and brakes. Dan Kelly and Adam Glier will be on the front row of the grid from Scott Allen and Ryan Cannon. Miles Murphy 5th and Shane Daly in 6th from Lee Ward and Adam Rustling. Then it is Matteo Zanetti and Ashley Lewis in front of Matt Sherwin and Hannah Lang. James Glenister and Greg Dickens from Lee Hasler and Dan Arlott, Dan Gold and Mark Stimpson from Anderson Chilcott and Nicholas Jenkins, Ryan Dones and Peter Brickcliffe from Leon Hilliard, Kungu Kamau of Kenya, Oliver Gemmell and Tom Longfield, who has to start right at the back of the field for this 15-minute first final. And that is going to be quite a fight back, I can tell you, as the drivers are going to put themselves back into position right from the start. So the drivers are obviously going around this 930-metre circuit twice in formation as they warm up the tyres and brakes. They just want to make sure they're up to temperature. Dan Kelly absolutely determined to continue his season on the winning form. I'm just wondering, is there a problem for the 52 on the rolling lap? I think there's an issue already developing for Peter Brickcliffe. He is slowing down to a crawl. I hope it's not going to be game over for him before the race has even started. But the drivers are coming around to form up on the grid. And the fans are absolutely packed along the home straight. They really want to get the start of this race underway in KZ2. And it is a truly thrilling spectacle. The karts are going to come along to the circuit, standing start, and we're going to stand right beside it. You're going to get all of the action listening around the world beside the starting line. The great thing about Fulbeck is we're going to be in a position right next to the karts as they get underway. Dan Kelly, Adam Gleer, Scott Allen, Ryan Cannon, Miles Murphy, Shane Daly, then Ward, Rustling, Zanetti, Lewis, Sherwin, Lang, Glenister, Dickens, Hasler and Arlott as the field are in position. Right beside me is Anderson Chilcott in position on the grid. As the last few karts get into position, we are almost ready for the start as Longfield puts himself into the final part of the grid. The drivers are getting ready and we'll get the signal at the back of the grid. The lights will come on now, and when they go out, we'll be racing at Fulbeck. Go! Absolutely terrific start from Adam Gleer. He charges away from the grid and has gone straight down the first corner and leads comfortably as Adam Gleer gets a better run off the whole shot. And now they go down through the first hairpin. Adam Gleer has hit the front after an absolutely terrific start off the line. And now they charge through to the chicane for the first time. Left, right, left. And Adam Gleer has the lead in front of Dan Kelly. And up to third has come Ryan Cannon. The field charges their way through. A really exciting start. And already the karts are pushing absolutely to the limit as they come through the boot for the first time. But Adam Gleer has the advantage as he leads comfortably. So Adam Gleer has got the advantage here from Kelly and Cannon. Then it's Scott Allen in front of Miles Murphy. And Shane Daly, the Irishman, in the 41 has come through next. A really exciting start proceedings then from Gleer as he goes through down the long straight. In KZ2, of course, they use the long straight rather than going through that tight chicane on the first part of the lap. But the rest of the way through, it is obviously going to be a tough one. So there's the number 2, leading comfortably. That is Adam Gleer in front of Dan Kelly. Up to third has come Scott Allen. He's made the move back on Ryan Cannon. So as they come through on the far side, Miles Murphy running very well there in 5th position as well. Up the inside, that's Shane Daly, the 41, making his bid to come through on Adam Rustling, who's made a terrific start. The Kart Republic driver pushing very hard. Now the number 9 is there. Next up, that's Lee Ward in front of Matt Sherwin and Matteo Zanetti. James Glenister running well as well. He's now up to 10th place in front of Zanetti. So the drivers come down the short stretch as they now come towards the chicane. And still they continue to push forward. Some really exciting battles in the early stages. The wind picking up, as you can probably hear. But the drivers are working very hard on the far side. And that's a nice move up the inside.